Hi. So I'm back. Um, I've been so busy. I'm sorry. I was in cosplay mode for the past couple of months, and I'm so glad to be out of that phase right now because I really need a break from it. Um, but yeah, I managed to finish my costume, and I posted up a few pictures on my Facebook page. So if you go there, you can see some of them. Um, the character is Viola from Soul Calibur 5, which has already been done a number of times before I even finished my costume. But oh well, I like my costume anyway. So yeah, that's basically what's been keeping me so busy. That, and I also recently went back home to visit my family and friends, and for 2 weeks, which is weird because this is my second time going back to visit um, while on jet. And the first time I went back, 2 weeks felt like enough time, but this time around, it just felt way too short. So next week, or not next week, next year, I'm already planning to stay for 3 weeks instead. Um, just because, I mean, I went from not having anything to do uh, during my vacation to being busy every single day. I didn't even get to see everybody I wanted to see just because I was so busy every day. So yeah, next year I hope to make it 3 weeks instead. So now that traveling is out of the way, now that cosplay is out of the way for now, I'll give you a couple of updates. I transferred again. I transferred elementary schools. This time, instead of two small schools, I have one big school. There are 4 classes per grade. Now, this is a lot different from what I've been doing before, where I would have 2 classes per grade at one school, and then the other school would be just 1 class per grade. This one school I have is bigger than the 2 schools I would have combined. So I imagine that I'm going to be pretty busy and probably pretty worn out because I have a lot of days that have I think almost every day involves um, almost every day involves 4 periods of classes, and so I know I'm going to be really tired. But hopefully, well, I'm pretty sure I'll get through it. I'm sure it'll be easier than I think it will be. So, um, I mean, that's what always seems to happen. I always get really concerned before I start something, thinking it's going to be really difficult, but it just takes some getting used to, and it gets a lot easier. So hopefully I can give you some updates on how that goes, since this is my first year being at a big school. What else have I been up to? I think a couple of months ago, the other ALTs in the city and I started these Japanese conversation classes, and while I wish they were, I mean, they are kind of helpful. They are. I kind of wish I was getting a little bit more out of it, but hopefully it'll keep me motivated to study because I'm thinking about finally taking the Japanese Language Proficiency Test, or JLPT for short. All this time I've never taken the test. A lot of my colleagues and peers have taken the test, and I haven't taken it. So I figured, I've been studying Japanese for such a long time that, it's about time that I take this test. I don't know what I'm going to do with the results, but at least I will have results to show for my hard work and years of studying. So I know registration for the December test is in September. So if you're watching this video and you're also studying Japanese, thinking about taking the JLPT, the December test registration is coming up, or maybe it's already up. So go and check that out. I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to take it, but I think if I register and I start studying now, then I should be ready by December. What else have I been up to? Let's see. While I was at home, yeah, my visit, 2 weeks. While I was at home, I was extremely busy just about every day. I don't know why. Last year I wasn't really that busy at all, but this year I was pretty busy. I managed to bring back a few things. I probably shouldn't have, but yeah, I brought back a few things. My friends and I, or my friends here and I, are starting a little Guitar Hero band. So one of my friends already has a guitar, and so I brought another guitar, and one of the other teachers who's coming back next week, he's bringing a drum set and a mic, which is pretty cool. So that's going to be pretty fun. Let's see. I also bought a MacBook Air. It's 11 inches because this past year I get teased for it when I say that my MacBook Pro is heavy. The MacBook Pro itself is not that heavy, and I'm not weak. I am kind of weak, but I'm not that weak. But it's that I keep my stuff in a backpack, and I end up taking a lot of stuff. There's computer stuff, there's teaching stuff, there's Japanese studying stuff, and I end up with a lot of stuff in my backpack, and it gets pretty heavy. So I thought that if I bought this MacBook Air, it's really light, that I won't have as much trouble when it comes to having weight on my back, because I noticed that I would have a lot of tension on my shoulders because of, all of the weight. So, hopefully this will help. The reason I did not get just another netbook is because I like how thin the MacBook Air is and how lightweight it is, and all of the other ultra-thin laptops out there are either the same price or more expensive. And because I already have a MacBook Pro, I figured compatibility-wise, a MacBook Air would just be easier to deal with. So I'm pretty happy with it right now. It's super fast and super light, so that works out. I also, one more big ticket item, I also bought a flute. Now, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this throughout any of my videos, but I've been playing flute since I started when I was in 4th grade in elementary school, and I took a break till middle school, and I've been playing up until my sophomore year of college, and since then I hadn't really played much, but this time around I really wanted to get back into it because not because I hope to be a professional flutist or anything, nothing like that. It's because I honestly enjoy playing flute, and because I think it'll help me with a lot of other skills, like motor skills, probably like, what is the word? Just because playing music, playing an instrument activates certain parts of your brain, and I think I was missing that a lot from not doing anything like playing flute. I don't think there's too much like playing an instrument, so I decided to bring it back. I bought a brand new flute, and I was already playing it a little bit, so it's kind of embarrassing. I'm not really that good, but I'll play a few notes for you. Let's see, what do I know? So, yeah. If you happen to know what that tune is, I'll give you 1,000,000 points. Except for if you're my brother, because my brother should definitely know what game that's from. Anyway, yeah, I've been playing for a while. I'm not super good or anything. Really, like, I've known that melody for years, so don't be impressed. So yeah, I've been doing that. I'm gonna make another video because I have another pretty big update. I mean, it's pretty major to me. So yeah, after I'm finished wrapping up this video, I'm gonna make another video. So you don't have to stay tuned. You can just do whatever you want. I don't check Facebook or Twitter or something, but I'll make another video. Okay, bye.